Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the month of February. In February, the sun will be in your 10th house of career, legacy, long-term investments, wealth for the first 3 weeks, sorry. And in the last week of this month, the sun will move into your 11th house, putting a spotlight on your friend groups and your chosen activities. So your personal freedom, how you express yourself and how you connect with people who share your ideals. This could also be choosing to take some classes or teaching. So you've got a lot with your career and how you relate to others, to the public, to your audience, to your clients, to your friends. So this month you've got fairies putting an emphasis on earth magic. And this is so you, tending to the plants and the magic from, like, if you want to work with fairies, working with plants is a way to attract them. But there are also those of us who do not want to attract the fairies. But the point is working with the earth. Don't focus on the fairy bits so much, just the earth magic part, because what you are creating and healing and helping grow and like nourishing, or I should say nurturing, whether it's plants or animals, that helps your soul. That's just where you need to be. That's just where you need to be. So plants are speaking to you, and I think paying attention to like how they react to certain places, or if there's something new in the home, or how your plants react. But your expression this month seems to be through, and I don't know if you're teaching workshops on plants or taking workshops, or if you work somewhere if you're a botanist or a florist, or let's get you some cards. Taurus, 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 Taurus February, Taurus February, Taurus February. Fellow fixed sign, I think this season will be good for you. Really, really good. Really big, bright. I'm feeling really positive. Taurus, wow. Ooh. Oh my goodness. You could be taking something to the next level. In love, especially. You've got the King of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the King of Swords. Okay, hang on here. Let me... So there's big conversation. Now, first of all, okay, I'm getting quite a few messages for you, Taurus. You need to heal something in your body. Some of you, especially if you're a woman, you need to go to the doctor. You could be experiencing minor health issues, particularly with your reproductive organs, and I think you need to speak to a doctor. But because it's earth magic, it could be either a naturopath or aromatherapy or something a little I want to say non-traditional, but I find that herbal remedies, like the things that we call traditional when we talk about Western medicine, are actually not traditional. The traditions are in the medicine of plants and the medicine of energy. So an unlikely healer may be accessing alternative medicine that I'm hearing might not be like as regulated, but there are reasons for that I don't need to get into. And the trouble with it is, and this could be maybe something you're looking to study as well, the trouble is certain professions cannot call themselves healers because, or like doctors, right? Like it's not as regulated and it's not as accepted by like the Western sort of institutions. But I am really seeing that some of you have very minor, it feels like an allergy, something is toxic, it's not meshing with you. removing toxins from the environment, like not using bleached paper products, hygiene products, like taking out bleached products, going for more maybe unbleached cotton, like you want to purify. The month of February, the Latin root of that word translates to purification. So Aquarius season is very much about purification. So all of us are kind of looking for that little refresh, especially after, like the holidays and all that. Like we tend to overindulge in December and Sagittarius season, and then we spend Capricorn season struggling and getting back to work and like whipping ourselves back into shape. And it's a struggle. And then we get to February and it's like, okay, now I can let go a little bit. I can purge. I can sort of relax and like let off some pressure. That's really what I see. There's potential for love here. Big conversations about like a crush. If you have a crush on someone, this is like talking about it. But I think also like some of you are maybe struggling with something and you need to talk about it. You've been thinking about it for a long time. You've been wishing for something or needing something, and now's the time to talk about it, okay? Someone will listen. This could be a counselor, a therapist, a friend, a teacher. Someone will listen to you. Someone is holding space. And you feel like they're kind of this vessel for your heaviness, and then they have this beautiful way of transmuting that energy into something positive and giving it back to you. They're a listening ear. They inspire you. They motivate you. They pump you up. They're like, yeah, you're doing great. Like, I love this. And there's just something about this person that rubs off on you, that they're helping you communicate. They're helping you learn how to speak, how to ask for what you need, how to talk, how to, speak as well with, I think the Libran glyph is really what I'm being drawn to here, because it's diplomacy. So we can have very difficult conversations, right, in relationships. We can have very difficult conversations with each other without getting angry, without being defensive or accusations or going to those lower places, right? Let's talk, and let's just talk for the sake of talking. Let's speak like adults. Let's just have the conversation. We both acknowledge it's heavy. We both acknowledge it's very real right now. And going forward from that, we can communicate from a level-headed place. A lot of emotional healing, recovering, holding the emotions inside, not as affected. I also feel for you, Taurus, that the third week of July will be very important for you. I think the third week of July, I don't know if this is when something manifests or something, I don't like why this is coming out now for you, but you need to hear it now for some reason. That the third week of July is when something clicks. Attraction, that's when it happens. Look at this like sweating wand. She's pretty sexy. Oh, it's so syrupy and delicious and dripping and like sticky. Damn. One queen, two kings. One queen, two kings. Performance for a lot of you too, if you're performing. That's like finalizing your speech, finalizing your presentation. It's like you really are tapping into the power of attraction. But something, remember, in your plants, Two of Cups, something in the plants. I don't know if you have an allergy here. You could be allergic to something. But others of you, it's like the way plants are communicating to you with, you just start to notice the way they're growing, and it's like that's the plant that sits by my pillow at night. So it is representing like what you're releasing, or how you need to rest, or like your plants will show you what you're going through. When you heal from when you master, like you're mastering a part of yourself, you're growing a lot, you're maturing a lot. And this allows you to be more confident now. You're ready to be seen and heard. And you're letting others be seen and heard. So either you're the therapist here or someone else is. But there is going to be this big conversation this month with a person who feels safe with you. And I'm hearing unlikely pairing. There could be an unlikely friend or attraction. But I also have to caution you that if your body does not respond well to something, there's a reason for it, whether it's food, whether it's a person, a place. If the energy's off, the energy's off. You don't have to explain it. It's unspoken. As much as there's a lot of speaking, it's a lot internal as well. But it's like a lot of inner processing and getting to a point where you know what you want to say. I have to say your reading is the most supportive and the most clear of the ones I've done so far. February, I think, might be a little bit of a weird month for a lot of the signs, I have to say, but you seem to have, you've got this authority, you know what's up. You're a Taurus, you know what's up, right? So there's a lot of healing, something that's been very difficult, that always felt like it got the best of you, that you were a victim to, or it could be addiction, it could be an unhealed relationship. There's a new confidence in you that comes from this healed place. And there's always going to be something that rubs you the wrong way or just feels a little off. But the communication is open. And that will erase some of this toxicity. Two of Wands. So now the world opens to you. You see how after you've gone through this healing process, how the world just opens to you. You're passing through a very important doorway. And I think because you've gone through this inner change, it allows you, and I'm hearing too, maybe doing three things first, three of something first is what's gotten you to this good place. Maybe you've had 3 failed relationships or bad relationships, or 3 relapses, or 3 struggles of some kind. But the fourth, and what am I smelling? It's like a red pepper sauce, a hot pepper. So now we can spice it up maybe. The fourth brings stability. The 4th is a good number for you. It brings stability. You're stepping into who you should be. You're stepping into who you should be, Taurus. And I felt like I wanted to cry as I said that. So I can tell that this really means a lot to you. And this is the chance for you to take something to the next level. Invest, reach out, expand, explore, travel. Probably a trip across the water. My kitty's getting mad at me because she likes to sleep on this chair, but you know this is my office. You know. She's like, when are you done? It's my spot. Well, this is really beautiful, Taurus. I don't know what else we need to say. Is there any final advice? Maybe some advice for Taurus for the month of February. Card of advice for Taurus. Taurus. You might have to help people feel safe or grounded this month. People might be craving your calming presence. People will be craving your realistic outlook. You tell it like it is. You don't hold back. You're not afraid. And because all the other readings I've done so far have been so strange, I think that you are going to be like the grounding sort of anchor to this month. Advice for Taurus. And you're thinking like, I don't need that responsibility. It's not about responsibility so much as it is just seeing it as a blessing that people are looking to you to be more confident in themselves. 8 of Cups. Now, as you begin to journey on this new path, you're going to be met with little tests that remind you of the past, right? So you're going to the future now, and the past and future are part of you as much as the present is. But there might be a moment where the glory of crossing that threshold, you get farther away from that glorious moment when everything changes, and then like once the glory fades, do you continue on this path? You're going to feel like you have to just trust yourself at times. You're going to feel like the path is not clear. No one else can really show you where to go, but your soul is guiding you. This is a deep, deep understanding. This is a soulful understanding of self. And you have to keep trusting that. You have to keep trusting that. You want to return to the shipwreck and mourn for a while. That's okay. You can do that now because you are healed. You're not going to get sucked back into this. You know you've moved on. Like this guy did he drive this boat back when it crashed? He's obviously not just getting off that boat now. He's obviously returning to this place. He's well dressed. He's just walked to the shore from maybe the restaurant up on the I don't know. He's taking a break and he's returning to this spot just for a moment of reflection. But the tides are turning, so he's going to get up and walk away, but he's just taking a moment to reflect, and wow, what a journey it's been. But I think the beauty comes from knowing that you don't have to stay in this place anymore. Even if you never get all the answers, even if that never clicks, even if you don't have all the answers or the full story, you still feel confident enough to keep walking. You're satisfied enough, and you've learned to trust yourself. There could be a lot of work done in your sleeping, in your dreaming world, a lot of work done while you're sleeping or dreaming. So honor your bedtime, see it as a ritual or a ceremony. Prepare yourself, take care of the body, drink some water, moisturize, journal or sing to your plants or whatever helps you kind of rest and get your mind into a relaxed place. You want to structure your thoughts here. It might help you to write things down as you're communicating, as you're on this journey. I think that writing things down as you go and then looking back, you might really want something to reflect on later. So I think that writing it down as you go will help. And it'll also help cement you kind of into that stage of the journey, right? Like, this was me today, this was me last week, this was whatever. And then it's not just all in your head. Like you've recorded it somewhere, which helps make it real. Oh man, really beautiful reading. Really, really beautiful. Going to a coast, like I see a lot of travel to a place that maybe has some, it feels exotic to you. It's different from where you've grown up or where you live. And maybe you're going there for some kind of, like there's a sacred, the geographical lines. What do they call that? Geolocation. They say that certain people are like, they thrive better in different areas depending on their own like patterning or coding or whatever. So I'm wondering if there's a certain place, coordinates, that just for some reason like strike you to your core and you feel at home there, or there's healing, like there's something about these sacred lines. So traveling for that purpose. And it's interesting too, because it's like I've done the whole leisure thing. I've done that. I want to have a reason for what I'm doing. I want to have a purpose to it. And so creating peace for yourself. I think you might have trouble sleeping, I have to say. I think that A lot of work is being done while you sleep. These journeys could be happening while you're sleeping. Plants, I don't know if plants show up in your dreams or what that is. But that's what I have for you, Taurus. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful month. I'm sure you will. And I'll talk to you soon.